in the drip when I splash, yeah. Ain't got time to chat, yeah. I'm running to the bag.
Hold up, king, run it up, run it up.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Back at it again with another reaction video. Today, we're going to jump into Shadow of Intent, the Heretic Prevails. I haven't heard of this band before. I did a live stream last week, and I had a guy in there recommend Shadow of Intent, and he said, like, this band is solid. It's a death metal band, or at least a heavy metal band, so I'm expecting some intensities, I'm expecting some energy, and I'm expecting maybe a drop or so. So other than that, I don't know anything about the band. This one is, this particular song is 4 years old, but it was one of the more popular ones, and I always want to start with a popular song for the band to see kind of what their hits sound like, and then dive into them. So before we jump into it, make sure you hit that subscribe button with those notification bells so you don't miss a single video. And then up here, I have all my social media that I'm most active on. I Make Music, Spotify, Pandora, Google Play, Apple Music, wherever you listen to music, I'm there. Search your boy up. Links in the description down below. Click on that. Come say what's up to your boy. Also, I'll leave a card right here for music videos that I've done if you want to check that out on my YouTube channel. So, with all that out of the way, I hope you guys are having a good day. Come by with your boy. Starting off strong. I like how they did that effect and they brought it in. Alright, so I don't know if he's doing that vocal technique where he's doing the high and the low at the same time, or if there's two layers, because I hear a high kind of scream and a lower growl. Ooh! Little piano? A little fire? Or some pads? Okay. Okay. That drummer looks so relaxed. Oh. Hello? This guy's a madman. That was the most brutal breakdown I've heard this year, other than that Lorna Shore to the Hellfire. That was nuts. I got chills from it.
I will not As the seeds brought forth from Catharna begin to fertilize, endless indoctrination proceeds to blanket the rim, no longer an end.
The piano, that guitar in the background, the melodies, now the drums. It's built. It's epic. Yeah, there's definitely choir in there. I hear some vocals. Ooh, man. That was a ride. That was a ride. That was not what I expected. Okay. All right. So let me break this down while it's fresh in my mind. When they started off, I'm immediately hearing, death metal music, and I'm like, okay, this is just another death metal band. And then I started to hear a little bit of, piano, a little bit of maybe like choir and some pads or something other than kind of death metal. I'm like, okay, well, now we're getting a little bit of a Lorna Shore vibe, but not as quite symphonic and orchestral, right? And then I was getting a little bit of like Infant Annihilator with the way his voice was. It was kind of, it's hard to explain, but if you're familiar with like sound engineering and audio engineering, his higher end vocals still were thick. They weren't very thin, which they had a lot of kind of like vocal power in that higher range, which is impressive. And there was some layering going on there. I don't know if he had a separate layer track that was lower, or if he's, because apparently death metal vocalists sell their souls and they can do two voices at once, which is unbelievably crazy talented. But I heard that going on. And then when the chorus dropped, there's some melody in there. And then I started to gravitate towards this song a little bit more and towards this band, because I'm a huge fan of melody in all genres of music. And you have the energy there. You have the punchy drums, fast drums. Nothing crazy about the drums stood out, but they were phenomenal. Great drums. The guitarist, when he did that solo, that was crazy. That stood out for sure. Now, the vocalist, I didn't see that breakdown coming. So I'm getting on a rant here, but when it built up to that breakdown, the first chorus, I think, that it dropped, I actually thought that was kind of a breakdown, but it was a little bit of a juke, and it was just like a nice breakdown chorus hybrid thing, right? It was nice. Vibed out to it, and then they get to the end, and that breakdown was way more brutal than I thought it was going to be, way more intense than I thought it was going to be, and he showcased his vocals a little bit more, where he almost did the Will Ramos thing, where his voice sounded like a pig demon squeal thing, where, and this is 4 years old, so this is before Will Ramos. That was nuts. That I almost got the same reaction with that breakdown that I did with To the Hellfire. Like this breakdown was brutal. This is definitely almost as brutal as To the Hellfire, this breakdown. And I haven't heard a ton of death metal music. I'm just now getting into death metal as of the past few months in terms of reacting and stuff. But this was the second most brutal breakdown I've heard ever. That was nuts. And then I believe they went back into the song. So I like that. They had a nice, crazy breakdown. And my favorite thing about their breakdown, that I prefer this breakdown over to the Hellfire was that what they did was it was so brutal and so intense, but they kind of slowly ramped it back up into the song to where they're bringing the melody back. They're bringing elements of the song, the overall song, back into the song. So the breakdown, brutal, separate, almost sounds like it's, you know, a different thing on its own. And then they're bringing the elements back into the song. So it went back into it and dropped you right back off. You know what I'm saying? I really like that part. And then it ended good. It had a nice little write-off and a little conclusion. It wasn't abrupt. I feel like it was appropriate for what they did, and this was solid. This was a solid song. I'm excited to jump more into Shadow Intent. So if this is how we starting, I'm excited to jump more into this band because that was nice. And this dude is a freak with the vocals, man. Like that caught me off guard. That caught me off guard. That breakdown was nuts. Wow. All right. Yeah, I'm excited. That was crazy. That'll do it for today's reaction video. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. It helps the channel grow, helps the algorithm, all that YouTube stuff. If you're new here, consider subscribing. If you're not new here, welcome back. I appreciate the love and support. As always, thank you guys very much for showing up and showing love. You know what to do. Leave some comments in the comment section down below. New bands, new genres, new artists, new songs. Whatever you guys want me to get into, that comment section is for y'all. Drop it down there. Also, let me know what you thought of this band. Let me know what you thought of this breakdown. It was pretty brutal. And just give me your thoughts on that. With all that being said, I hope you guys are having a good day. I'm sending positive vibes your way. And until next time, I'm out. Let's get this bag.
I tower over these rappers just like the Eiffel. I'm probably in the scope, but in a scope, not talking rifles. My competition's depressing, I really got no rivals. They only start dissing me when they feeling suicidal. Someone check the vitals. I'm going places with my brothers like Wayne's. This my Marshall Mathers flow. It be going through changes. I've been growing and changing.